Hello?
Hey Tyler, how you going?
Hey Ryan, how you going, man?
Good mate, good. I met you yesterday. I was in Sydney, but I've travelled home now. I'm like 5 or 6 hours away. So
Nice, man. Very nice, very nice. Yes, I do remember you, and I feel like I don't really see things on Twitter that often. Usually, I just kind of check to see like what screen grabs people are posting.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're always saying really nice stuff about the show, if I recall right.
Yeah, I do indeed. Yes, I cover it. I cover it locally for the company that screens it here in Australia. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So I usually.
Well, thank you for the kind words, man.
No, dude, you guys are the best. It's been really, really good to watch yous over the last few years. So thanks for all the hard work. It's good to see Superman on TV.
Oh, it's our pleasure, man. Our pleasure.
Well, firstly, congratulations on season 4 renewal. That's big news. It looked a bit scary there for a little bit.
Yes, we're all.
Hey, how's it going? Bitsie's here too.
Hello, Bitsie. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're really excited that we're getting the 4th season. The finale is going to air here pretty soon, and I think when everybody sees the cliffhanger they're in for, they'll understand why we're all pretty relieved that we're coming back for another one.
I know you guys are flat strap, busy. So I just wanted to get off a few questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
Looking ahead to season 4, obviously I know there's writer strikes happening and all sorts of stuff. But looking ahead, is there anything in particular that the two of you would like to see or explore from a characterization standpoint for either Clark or Lois?
It's definitely early days, but I do think that the introduction of Lex definitely gives a lot of room to play with the flashback stuff, which I always really enjoy doing. I know Bitsie does as well. We really kind of like revisiting those early days of Lois and Clark in Metropolis. So
yeah, I want to see more of the investigative reporting stuff. I felt like, we did what we could with it under the circumstances with the cancer diagnosis last season, but without giving any spoilers, assuming Lois is feeling better in season 4, I would love to see more, Lois and Clark team ups from the olden days. Some
of the best reviewed episodes of the show is when it's you guys and the flashbacks and that kind of thing. So it'd be good to see more of that. Now, Bitsie, this is more a question for you as a mum in the real world. When you're approaching Lois as a mother, is there a specific sort of part of yourself that you're able to sort of call upon in those scenes with Alex and Michael?
Well, you're probably the mother part of myself. Yeah, I would say, I think a lot of that, just because it's very different. I have such a young child and they're teenagers, is moments that I remember from, because the boys are, Jonathan and Jordan get in trouble and they're cheeky, and I was a bit of a rebel and I got in trouble too. And so a lot of it is just remembering those moments where I could hear the tone in my mother's voice that, you just want to start like running away, far away. So yeah, just a little bit, it's almost like muscle memory. I really remember those moments because my father in particular never really yelled, never raised his voice, never got mad at me, but the 2 or 3 times he did, I could relive as though it happened yesterday morning.
Core memory type stuff. Now, Tyler, with your particular take on Clark, because we've never really seen, Superman as a father before, is there sort of a person in your life that you're sort of using as an inspiration for, the more fatherly type moments?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, from the very beginning, and I think one of the reasons why I wanted to play this part and why I was excited to play Clark as a dad was really kind of like almost as an homage to my dad. Like my dad is awesome, and I think growing up, I think when you're younger, you kind of just assume that whatever circumstance you're in is probably fairly normal. And I think as I got older, I just got a greater and greater appreciation for for my dad and how he was with us. Seeing as that was not everybody's experience, and so I just felt very grateful for that. So with Clark, it's definitely a nice hybrid of myself and my dad. Kind of like Bitsie said, it's really just going back to the days of getting into a situation and recalling, all right, what did Dad do here? and kind of play out that way.
That's awesome. Now, as of yesterday, I think it is, you've been officially Superman for 7 years as of yesterday.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it popped up all over Twitter, which is crazy. Must be crazy for you. But thinking back to, for both of you, the first time that you're able to step into these characters, Clark and Lois, from back then to now, what's the major difference in how you either feel or how you approach that job now?
Are you talking about from when we were cast as like recurring being on our own show?
Yeah, just like is there any difference in like how you approach the character?
I think totally they're just so different.
Yep.
And also, you're just trying to be an excellent like supporting actor on somebody else's show versus you have all this backstory and history and tens of pages of stuff to do on your own. It's sort of not. I would say it's been very different. And you're either servicing somebody else's story, which we were happy to do on other shows, versus what we're trying to do on ours. And I think ours just feels very grounded. It feels very much, kind of like what they pitched it to us in the first place, like Friday Night Lights with superhero elements.
Yeah, I think to kind of piggyback on that is when you're on someone else's show, like coming on to Supergirl, Melissa's the star of that show, and in every scene, she's the star of the scene. And so you're really just trying to do everything you can to make that star shine as brightly as possible. Yeah. And now that we're, onto our thing, you're kind of the responsible driver of the scenes and of the story a lot of times. And so it's just a different kind of approach, I think, just scene by scene, episode by episode.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's probably, approach work-wise, that's probably the main difference. I think maybe now, 7 years later, maybe it's just actually sunk in finally. That it's actually, that I'm actually playing the character. I don't know, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's been 7 years. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
It's trippy, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously, you would have heard that they're in the midst of casting big screen versions of.
Oh, for sure.
For you guys at the moment, if you've got any advice, I guess, for creators or an actor that's coming into a role like this. A bit green.
No, man. I'm a huge James Gunn fan. I'm very excited that he's kind of, that he's running this, and I have full faith that whoever they get will know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't need to hear anything. I think from me, if ever we run into each other in a room, I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about. But I have nothing but full confidence in everybody who's going to be a part of this next part of the journey.
Well, listen, I'll leave it there for you guys because I know that you're absolutely flat out. I saw how busy you were yesterday, but I'm very, very, very appreciative that you were able to squeeze me in.
Absolutely, man. Our pleasure.
I look forward to watching the season finale next week.
I really hope you enjoy it, man.
Is it next week?
There's one episode that introduces Lex this week, and then I think it's the finale.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this versus next separate conversation. Thanks. Pleasure. Thank you for your time.
No problems at all. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan. Take it easy, brother.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels.